Wimbledon commentary. This match just starting. Nicolas Jarry v Joao Fonseca. First game of the match. Central serve with a bit on it, and then a return bit on it, and a forehand struck to the right bit on it, and a backhand to the left with a bit on it, and then a backhand return just hits the net. That is Nicolas Jarry's point. Nicolas shot maybe just out, pre the one just hitting the net. Nicolas Jarry serving, 15 love. Nicolas Jarry centre to wide serve just hits net, so second serve for Nicolas Jarry on this point. Nicolas Jarry with a centre to wide serve with a bit on it, and then Joao Fonseca strikes a backhand return to the right, just hits the net, so 30 love. Nicolas Jarry with a wide serve, hits the top of the net a bit, and maybe just in or just out, but another serve also on this point for Nicolas Jarry. Nicolas Jarry with a central serve bit on it, and Joao Fonseca with a backhand return to the right out after a bit on the central serve from Nicolas Jarry, so 40 love. Nicolas Jarry just won a point to hold serve in the first game of the match of this one. So Joao Fonseca serving the next game at the start of this one, after Nicolas Jarry held serve in the first game of the match. Joao Fonseca with a central serve bit, Nicolas Jarry return a bit on it, and Joao Fonseca then strikes a backhand to the right with a bit on it, and then Nicolas Jarry with a backhand to the right after that, just hits the net after Joao Fonseca struck a backhand to the right with a bit on it, so 15 love. Joao Fonseca with a wide serve hits the top of the net and then just out, so second serve Joao Fonseca on this point. Joao Fonseca serve, Nicolas Jarry return. Joao Fonseca then strikes a forehand to the right with a bit on it, and it's a winner, so 30 love. Joao Fonseca serve, Nicolas Jarry return. Joao Fonseca strikes a backhand to left, but Nicolas Jarry returns, and Joao Fonseca strikes a forehand to the left, but just out, so 30-15. Joao Fonseca serve, Nicolas Jarry returns in forehand, and Joao Fonseca third forward strikes right to right belt and to the net, and then Nicolas Jarry with a backhand return just hits the net after a forehand further forward, and then struck with a bit on it from Joao Fonseca, so 40-15. Joao Fonseca with a central box there, Burnett, Nicolas Jarry forehand return, bit on its right, Joao Fonseca forehand to centre Burnett, Nicolas Jarry forehand to left, Burnett, Joao Fonseca returns and Nicolas Jarry forehand bit on it, and then Joao Fonseca with backhand to left, just hits the net after a forehand with a bit on it from Nicolas Jarry, so 40-30. So Joao Fonseca with a serve, wide serve, just hits net. So second serve for Joao Fonseca on this point. Joao Fonseca with a central serve with a bit on it. Nicolas Jarry for return, just hits net after a bit on the central serve from Joao Fonseca. And Joao Fonseca rather holds serve, and it's 1-1 on serve in the first set at the start of this one. So Nicolas Jarry serving the next game in this one, on serve at the start of this one in the first set. Nicolas Jarry with a serve to the centre of Bennett. Joao Fonseca backhand turns right. Nicolas Jarry for Villa strikes right to right. Bennett. Joao Fonseca backhand block turn. Nicolas Jarry strikes a forehand to the left with a bit on it. And vents in it, and then Joao Fonseca returns. Then Nicolas Jarry at the net with backhand volley to the right, but just hits the net. So, love 15. So, Nicolas Jarry with a serve centre to wide with a bit on it, and Joao Fonseca with a backhand return just hits the net. So, 15-0. Nicolas Jarry with a serve to the centre, Bernard Joao Fonseca backhand return centre. Nicolas Jarry then strikes a forehand to left with a bit on it, and it's a winner. So 30-15. Nicolas Jarry with a central serve out, so second serve Nicolas Jarry on this point. Nicolas Jarry with a centre to wide serve Bellnet. Joao Fonseca returns and Nicolas Jarry strikes a backhand to left with a bit on it, and Joao Fonseca with a backhand block return just hits the net after the shot to the left with a bit on it from Nicolas Jarry. So 40-15. Nicolas Jarry with a centre wide serve. Joao Fonseca strikes a forehand return. Maybe just out, or let with the serve, but another serve also for Nicolas Jarry on this point. Nicolas Jarry with a serve centre to wide, just hits the net. So second serve Nicolas Jarry on this point. Nicolas Jarry with a centre of the box serve, and Joao Fonseca strikes a forehand return to left with a bit on it. And Nicolas Jarry maybe a little bit of forehand ball, but a bit on the forehand, struck to the left from Joao Fonseca on the return, a bit on that shot. So 40-30. Nicolas Jarry with a serve to the centre out. So second serve Nicolas Jarry on this point. Nicolas Jarry with a serve to the centre of the box, just hits the net. So juice. So still on this Nicolas Jarry service game then. Nicolas Jarry with a serve wide serve just out, so second serve Nicolas Jarry on this point. Nicolas Jarry with a central serve Bennett, Joao Fonseca forehand turn Bennett, and Nicolas Jarry forehand serve Bennett, and backhands to backhand to Bennett, and Joao Fonseca backhand slice turns to right, and Nicolas Jarry with a forehand to the centre just out. So break point Joao Fonseca in the first set. So Nicolas Jarry with a serve, wide serve with a bit on it, and maybe just out. Another serve also on this point for Nicolas Jarry. Nicolas Jarry with a serve to the centre, a bit on it, and it's nice to save break point. So due. So still in this Nicolas Jarry service game then. So Nicolas Jarry with a serve to the centre of Bernat, and Joao Fonseca a backhand return to the right out after a bit on the centre of the box serve from Nicolas Jarry. So add point for Nicolas Jarry to maybe potentially hold this service game and have this one on serve still at the start of this one in the first set. Nicolas Jarry with a serve, wide serve Bernat, Joao Fonseca return centre of Bernat, and forehand to forehand. But Nicolas Jarry backhand slice return to the left, and Joao Fonseca further forward strikes an angle forehand to the right just out. So Nicolas Jarry holds that service game. So one serve at the start of this one, the first set. So Joao Fonseca service game. So Joao Fonseca with a wide serve hits top of net and then out. So second serve Joao Fonseca on this point. Joao Fonseca wide serve Bernat, Nicolas Jarry strikes forehand returns to the Bernat. Joao Fonseca forehand to left behind, Nicolas Jarry returns. And then Joao Fonseca strikes a forehand to left to a Bernat, but just out. So love 15. Joao Fonseca with a central serve on it, Nicolas Jarry forehand turn. Joao Fonseca further forward strikes forehand to the right with a bit on it, and it's a winner. So 15 all. So Joao Fonseca with a serve to centre box beyond Nicolas Jarry forehand returns to left, but Joao Fonseca shot centre beyond Nicolas Jarry forehand to right bit on it, and then Joao Fonseca strikes a shot to the left just out. So 15-30. Joao Fonseca with a serve to the centre of Burnett. Nicolas Jarry forehand turns left, and Joao Fonseca fair full strokes forehand to right of it. Nicolas Jarry forehand turns right, and Joao Fonseca backhand slice turns left Burnett. And then a short angle forehand struck to the right, just out, so 30 all. So Joao Fonseca with a central serve bit on it. Maybe just up, maybe let serve, but another serve or to two or so for Joao Fonseca on this point. Joao Fonseca with a wide serve with a bit on it. Nicolas Jarry forehand turn. Joao Fonseca there. Forehand slice left bit on it. Nicolas Jarry backhand slice turn to right on it. Joao Fonseca forehand to the right, then backhand to bit on it. And Nicolas Jarry backhand to right, stopping at home net, and backhand slice to backhand slice. Nicolas Jarry's backhand slice short angle to the right is just out, so 40-30. So a point for Joao Fonseca to potentially hold this service game and still have this first set on serve. Joao Fonseca with a serve, centre wide bit on it, and then Nicolas Jarry returns and backhands to bit on it, and Joao Fonseca shot centre bit on it, Nicolas Jarry forehand to right bit on it, and Joao Fonseca returns and Nicolas Jarry then strikes forehand to the left, and it's just out. So Joao Fonseca holds that service game, so 2-all on serve in the first set of this one. So Nicolas Jarry service game on serve in the first set, 2-all. Nicolas Jarry with a serve, wide serve with a bit on it and maybe a bit of slice on that, and it's an ace, so 15 love. Nicolas Jarry with a wide serve with a bit on it. Joao Fonseca backhand block turn. Nicolas Jarry further forward down the forehand drive volley further forward, and it's a winner, so 30 love. So Nicolas Jarry with a wide serve, and it's an ace, so 40 love. Nicolas Jarry with a serve, centre of the box, a bit on it, and backhand return to the right, bit on it from Joao Fonseca, then for Nicolas Jarry, forehand slice Joao Fonseca. Nicolas Jarry shot, and then Joao Fonseca returns, but then Nicolas Jarry and then an overhead smash, and it's a winner to hold that service game. So on serve still in the first set. So Joao Fonseca service game. Still on serve in the first set of this one. So Joao Fonseca with a central serve out. Nicolas Jarry backhand turn centre, and Joao Fonseca strikes forehand to the right, but just out. So love 15. Joao Fonseca with a central serve building. Nicolas Jarry forehand turns left building, and backhands to backhands. Backhand to left from Joao Fonseca building. Nicolas Jarry strikes forehand to right building. Forehand to left from Joao Fonseca, and forehand to left building from Nicolas Jarry. And backhand Joao Fonseca. Backhand slice to right building from Nicolas Jarry, and Joao Fonseca strikes forehand to right. Nicolas Jarry returns. And backhand Joao Fonseca to right. Backhand slice left from Nicolas Jarry, and Joao Fonseca strikes forehand to the left, and it's a winner. So 15 all. Joao Fonseca serve. Nicolas Jarry returns, but just out. 30-15. Joao Fonseca with a wide serve, just out. So Joao Fonseca with a second serve on this point. Joao Fonseca with a centre box serve with a bit on it, and then Nicolas Jarry's backhand return to the right is out. So, or maybe the serve is just out. It's 30 all. Joao Fonseca with a wide serve. Maybe just out. Another serve also for Joao Fonseca on this point. Joao Fonseca with a serve to the centre, building it. Nicolas Jarry block return, building it, and Joao Fonseca forehand to right. Nicolas Jarry backhand slice to the left for building it, and Joao Fonseca strikes a forehand to right to the top of the net, and just out. Joao Fonseca with a wide serve, just hits net. So second serve for Joao Fonseca on this point. Joao Fonseca with a centre box serve. Nicolas Jarry strikes back and turns left building. Joao Fonseca strikes the back and serve building. Nicolas Jarry forehand slice turn for Joao Fonseca. Forehand drop shot to the right, and then Nicolas Jarry onto it with a backhand drop shot, short angled shot to the left, and it's a winner. So juice. So still in this Joao Fonseca service game then. So Joao Fonseca with a serve to the centre, building Nicolas Jarry backhand return, building the centre. Joao Fonseca backhand turn, Nicolas Jarry forehand, building Joao Fonseca returns and forehand, building for Nicolas Jarry. Joao Fonseca returns centre and forehand Nicolas Jarry to right, building Joao Fonseca forehand slice turn, backhand drop shot to right from Nicolas Jarry, hits the top of that and just over that and in for a winner. So break point for Nicolas Jarry. So Joao Fonseca with a serve to the centre, building Nicolas Jarry forehand return to the left out after built the central serve from Joao Fonseca. So break point saved. Joao Fonseca with a wide serve just out, so second serve for Joao Fonseca on this point. Joao Fonseca with a centre box serve, Nicolas Jarry forehand turns to right, and Joao Fonseca then strikes a forehand to right with a bit on it, and it's a winner. So add point for Joao Fonseca, and a point to potentially hold this service game and still have his first set on serve. Joao Fonseca serve, Nicolas Jarry returns to right a bit on it, and Joao Fonseca returns to Nicolas Jarry further forward, strikes forehand to left with a bit on it, and then to the net. Then Joao Fonseca with backhand passing shot to the left just out, so due. So still on this Joao Fonseca service game then. Joao Fonseca with a serve to the centre, hits top of the net just out. So second serve for Joao Fonseca on this point. Joao Fonseca with a central box serve. Nicolas Jarry backhand return with a bit on it, and Joao Fonseca forehand to right. Nicolas Jarry backhand right, and Joao Fonseca strikes forehand to the right with a bit on it, and it's a winner. So add point for Joao Fonseca to maybe potentially hold this service game. Forehand winning some shots in this match. One for Nicolas Jarry, four for Joao Fonseca. Joao Fonseca a central serve with a bit on it, and a forehand block return from Nicolas Jarry, but maybe the serve, maybe just in, maybe just out, maybe that. But another serve also for Joao Fonseca rather on this point. Joao Fonseca a central box serve, but Nicolas Jarry turns Joao Fonseca to the net of a backhand volley, and then Nicolas Jarry returns, and then Joao Fonseca with the next shot out of the net of a backhand volley to the left, and it's a winner. So Joao Fonseca holds that service game. So 3-3 on serve in the first set. So Nicolas Jarry service game, 3-3 on serve in the first set. Nicolas Jarry with a serve to the centre, hits top of the net and in, so let serve. So 1-2 serves or so in this point for Nicolas Jarry. Nicolas Jarry with a serve to the centre, just hits net. So this is second serve for Nicolas Jarry on this point. Nicolas Jarry with a central serve. Joao Fonseca backhand turn, backhand to backhand, and Nicolas Jarry's backhand to left hits the top of the net and just over and in for a winner. So 15-love. So Nicolas Jarry with a wide serve, just hits net. So second serve for Nicolas Jarry on this point. Nicolas Jarry with a serve to the centre of it. Joao Fonseca forehand bottom turn. Nicolas Jarry then a forehand to the centre just out. So 15-all. Nicolas Jarry with a serve wide serve, Joao Fonseca forehand bottom turn, and Nicolas Jarry further forward strikes a forehand to the left just out. So 15-30. Nicolas Jarry with a Jarry on this point. Wide serve, Bennett, Joao Fonseca with a backhand return to the centre just out after a bit on the wide serve from Nicolas Jarry, so 30 all. Nicolas Jarry with a central serve, Bennett, Joao Fonseca backhand turn, Nicolas Jarry further forward, then strikes a forehand to the left and it's a winner. So 40-30. Nicolas Jarry with a serve to the centre, Bennett, Joao Fonseca, forehand block return just out after a bit on the serve from Nicolas Jarry, so still on serve in the first set. So Joao Fonseca serving, on serve in the first set. Joao Fonseca with a serve to the centre of Bennett, Nicolas Jarry backhand turn centre, Joao Fonseca strikes forehand to right Bennett, and then Nicolas Jarry with forehand return to the right. Out after a bit on the forehand, struck to the right from Joao Fonseca, so 15 love. Joao Fonseca with a wide serve a bit on it, just out, so second serve for Joao Fonseca on this point. Joao Fonseca central serve, Bennett. Nicolas Jarry turns to Joao Fonseca with a shot, and then a bit after that, Joao Fonseca shot, Nicolas Jarry returns, and then Joao Fonseca further forward strikes a backhand to the left, just out. So 15 all. So Joao Fonseca with a serve to the centre, just out. So second serve for Joao Fonseca on this point. Joao Fonseca with a centre box there, Nicolas Jarry backhand turn centre, and Joao Fonseca then strikes a forehand to the left, just out. So 15-30. Joao Fonseca with a central serve, and then Nicolas Jarry forehand return just out after a bit on the central serve from Joao Fonseca. So 30 all. So Joao Fonseca with a central serve behind it. Nicolas Jarry block return, Joao Fonseca forehand to left behind it, then Nicolas Jarry strikes a backhand to left behind it, and then Joao Fonseca with a forehand to the right, just out. So 30-40 and break point for Nicolas Jarry. So Joao Fonseca with a central box there, billet. Nicolas Jarry returns to right billet, and Joao Fonseca backhand there for Nicolas Jarry, strikes one to right billet, and Joao Fonseca backhand to the right is just out after a forehand to the right billet from Nicolas Jarry. And Nicolas Jarry with the break in the first set. So Nicolas Jarry then serving with a break in the first set. Nicolas Jarry with a serve to the centre, Bionic Joao Fonseca backhand turn centre. Nicolas Jarry further forward, strikes a forehand to the right, and it's a winner. So 15 love. Nicolas Jarry with a serve to the centre, Bionic Joao Fonseca backhand forehand block return rather than Nicolas Jarry further forward. A forehand drop shot to the right, and it's a winner. So 30 love. Nicolas Jarry serves to the centre of Bionic Joao Fonseca. Forehand block return, but then further forward, Nicolas Jarry with a forehand drop shot to the right and a winner with it. So 30 love. Nicolas Jarry with a serve to the centre of Bionic Joao Fonseca returns to the centre just out after building the central serve from Nicolas Jarry. So 40 love. And Nicolas Jarry with 3 set points to potentially have this match at 1 set to love. Nicolas Jarry with a central serve, and it's an ace. So that's game and first set. Nicolas Jarry 6-3. So Start the second serve, this one. Joao Fonseca serving, and it's 15-30. Joao Fonseca with a central serve bit on it, then forehand, then Nicolas Jarry forehand to the right with a bit on it, just out. So 30 all. Joao Fonseca with a serve centre to wide, maybe just in, maybe just out, but another serve also for Joao Fonseca on this point. Joao Fonseca with a serve to the centre, and it's just out, so 30-40, and break point for Nicolas Jarry at the start of the second set. Joao Fonseca with a serve, wide serve, a bit on it. Nicolas Jarry backhand block return to the centre, just out after a bit on the wide serve from Joao Fonseca. So break point saved for Joao Fonseca. Joao Fonseca with a centre of the box, a bit on it. Nicolas Jarry backhand return. Joao Fonseca strikes forehand to right bit. Nicolas Jarry returns and fair forward. Joao Fonseca with a backhand but out. So break point Nicolas Jarry. Joao Fonseca with a wide serve, a bit on it, and an ace. To maybe just out, Yeah, just out, maybe. So another serve also for Joao Fonseca on this point. Still break point Nicolas Jarry then. Joao Fonseca with a wide serve, and it's out. This is second serve. Maybe let just pre that then. Joao Fonseca, central box there, bit on it. Nicolas Jarry returns a bit on it. And then Joao Fonseca with a backhand just hits the net after a bit on the return from Nicolas Jarry. And Nicolas Jarry with the break at the start of the second set. So Nicolas Jarry serving with a break then in the second set. Nicolas Jarry with a wide serve, just hits net. So second serve for Nicolas Jarry on this point. Nicolas Jarry with a serve to the centre of the box, just out. So love 15. Nicolas Jarry with a serve, wide serve, Joao Fonseca backhand block return, but the serve maybe just out. So another serve also for Nicolas Jarry on this point. Nicolas Jarry with a serve, centre box, a bit on it, and Joao Fonseca's backhand return just hits the net after a bit on that centre of the box serve from Nicolas Jarry. So 15-all. Nicolas Jarry with a serve to the centre, bit on it. Joao Fonseca backhand turn, bit on it. Nicolas Jarry backhand. Joao Fonseca backhand, bit on it. Nicolas Jarry backhand. Joao Fonseca shot a bit on it, and Nicolas Jarry strikes forehand to right, bit on it. Joao Fonseca returns with shots left, bit on it. Nicolas Jarry forehand, backhand slice. Joao Fonseca to right, bit on it. Nicolas Jarry forehand to right, bit on it. And backhand to left from Joao Fonseca, a bit on it. And then Nicolas Jarry with a backhand return after that, just hits the net after a backhand struck to the left with a bit on it from Joao Fonseca. So 15-30, 12 shots in that rally. Nicolas Jarry with a serve to centre box, building it. Backhand block return from Joao Fonseca, just hits the net after a bit on the centre of the box from Nicolas Jarry. So 30-all. So Nicolas Jarry with a serve. Nicolas Jarry with a wide serve, and it's an ace. Maybe or maybe not, or maybe just out the serve. May not quite be an ace. It's not quite an ace, just out, so second serve, so still 30-all. Second serve, Nicolas Jarry on this point. Nicolas Jarry, centre box there, build it. Joao Fonseca block, return, build it. And Nicolas Jarry forehand, struck to the left, build it. Joao Fonseca returns to further forward. Nicolas Jarry with a forehand slice, a bit on it to the right, and Bennett the net, and then Joao Fonseca with a backhand passing shot to the right, just out. After a bit on the forehand slice, shot to the right, and then to the net. A bit on the forehand slice shot from Nicolas Jarry, so 40-30. So Nicolas Jarry with a serve, wide serve, bit on it. Joao Fonseca backhand return, bit on it. But Nicolas Jarry strikes a angle forehand to the left with a bit on it, and it's a winner to hold that service game and maintain the break in the second set. So Joao Fonseca serve, Nicolas Jarry turns a shot just out, so 15-love. Joao Fonseca with a centre to wide serve, then backhand to backhand. And then Nicolas Jarry further forward strikes a forehand to the right, and it's a winner, so 15-all. So Joao Fonseca with a central serve, and it's an ace, so 30-15. So Joao Fonseca with a central serve, bit on it. Nicolas Jarry returns. Joao Fonseca further forward strikes forehand to right. Nicolas Jarry slice shot return. Joao Fonseca one step on it. Nicolas Jarry returns a backhand slice to backhand slice. Then Joao Fonseca backhand slice to the right. Bit on it. Nicolas Jarry then strikes forehand to left. Bit on it. Joao Fonseca returns. Nicolas Jarry backhand slice to right. A bit on it. Further forward, and Joao Fonseca returns. But then Nicolas Jarry at the net with a backhand drop volley to the left from just by the net, and it's a winner. So 30-all. So Joao Fonseca with a serve, centre to wide, building. Nicolas Jarry returns, and Joao Fonseca further forward strikes forward to left from building. And Nicolas Jarry with a backhand return, but then Joao Fonseca with a forehand volley to the right And it's a winner. So 40-30 from just by the net. Joao Fonseca with a serve to the centre a bit on it. Nicolas Jarry in forehand return just at its net, but maybe the serve just out. So another serve also for Joao Fonseca on this point. Joao Fonseca centre to wide serve, and then backhand slice right a bit on it from Joao Fonseca, and then a forehand return. And Nicolas Jarry So Nicolas Jarry with a return, and Joao Fonseca then at the net with volley, but just hit the net. And then Nicolas Jarry has just won the next point, so a break point for Nicolas Jarry for maybe 2 breaks in the second set. Joao Fonseca with central serve, a bit on it, and an ace to save that break point. So Juice, so still in this Joao Fonseca service game then. Joao Fonseca with a wide serve, bit on it. Nicolas Jarry forward turn centre, bit on it. Joao Fonseca shot, and Nicolas Jarry onto it. Backhand side shot, a bit on it, and then to the net. But Joao Fonseca, a backhand short angle passing shot to left, and it's a winner. So Joao Fonseca with a point, adds point to potentially hold this service game. Well, Nicolas Jarry was shot a bit with a side shot a bit on it, inventing it, but then Joao Fonseca with a good backhand passing shot. And then Joao Fonseca with a wide serve just out. So second serve, Joao Fonseca on this point. Joao Fonseca with a centre to wide serve a bit on it, and backhand Nicolas Jarry, backhand slice to backhand slice. And Nicolas Jarry's backhand slice is just out. So Joao Fonseca holds that service game. So Nicolas Jarry serving with a break in the second set then. So Nicolas Jarry serving with a break in the second set. Nicolas Jarry with a wide serve built. Joao Fonseca block return. Nicolas Jarry then strikes forehand to left built. Joao Fonseca backhand turn. Nicolas Jarry bent net. Forehand volley to the right, and Joao Fonseca returns. But then Nicolas Jarry at the net with a backhand drop volley to the left from just by the net, and it's a winner. So 15-love. Nicolas Jarry with a backhand drop volley to the left from just by the net, and a winner with it. So 15 love. Nicolas Jarry serve, Joao Fonseca return bit on it, and then Nicolas Jarry returns, Joao Fonseca forehand to right bit on it. Nicolas Jarry backhand slice to the left, just hits the net. So 15-all. Nicolas Jarry with a serve, wide serve, just hits net. So second serve for Nicolas Jarry on this point. Nicolas Jarry with a serve. Nicolas Jarry with a serve to the centre box bit on it, and forehand to forehand, and Joao Fonseca forehand slice turn, backhand slice bit from Nicolas Jarry invents net, and Joao Fonseca over return, and then Nicolas Jarry with forehand volley to the left from just by net, but out. So 15-30. So Nicolas Jarry with a serve, wide serve, just, and it's in. It's an ace. So 30-all. Wide serve and an ace from Nicolas Jarry. So 30-all. So Nicolas Jarry with a central serve bit. Joao Fonseca backhand returns to the right. Nicolas Jarry then strikes a forehand to the right. A bit on Joao Fonseca returns, and Nicolas Jarry further forward. The forehand slice to the left, just hits the net. So 30-40 and a break point for Joao Fonseca. So 30-40 and break point for Joao Fonseca. So Nicolas Jarry with a centre box ability. Joao Fonseca's forehand return to the centre, just out after a bit on the serve from Nicolas Jarry to save that break point. Nicolas Jarry rather. Nicolas Jarry with a serve, wide ability. Joao Fonseca forehand return, and Nicolas Jarry with a shot, and Joao Fonseca backhand to right. Nicolas Jarry backhand after that to the centre, just out. So break point, Joao Fonseca. So break point, Joao Fonseca. Nicolas Jarry with a wide serve, just hits net. So second serve for Nicolas Jarry on this point. And Nicolas Jarry with a serve, wide serve, Joao Fonseca backhand turn, third forward. Nicolas Jarry strikes forehand to the right with a bit on it. And Joao Fonseca with a bit of forehand to ball, but a bit on the forehand, struck to the right from Nicolas Jarry to save that break point. So break point saved in this match, 3 for Nicolas Jarry and 3 for Joao Fonseca. But it's Nicolas Jarry, 1 set love and a break in this second set. Nicolas Jarry with a wide serve, and it's an ace. So an ad point for Nicolas Jarry to potentially maybe hold this service game and maintain the break in the second set. Nicolas Jarry with a wide serve just out, so second serve for Nicolas Jarry on this point. Nicolas Jarry with a serve. Nicolas Jarry with a serve. Wide serve, Joao Fonseca, backhand turn. Nicolas Jarry further forward, strikes a backhand to left with a bit on it, and it's a winner to hold that service game and maintain the break in the second set. Nicolas Jarry just won a point, so love 15. And Joao Fonseca with a central serve just hits the net. So second serve for Joao Fonseca on this point. Joao Fonseca with a centre box serve, and then Nicolas Jarry backhand turn building and forehand to one. Joao Fonseca backhand to right, and then Nicolas Jarry backhand to left, and Joao Fonseca backhand after that just hits the net. So love 30. So Joao Fonseca with a wide serve, a bit on it, and Nicolas Jarry then strikes a forehand angle return to the right. And serve just out or in? Oh no, in. Return just out. So 15-30. Joao Fonseca, central serve on it. And then Nicolas Jarry return just out after a bit on the serve from Joao Fonseca. So 30 all. Joao Fonseca serve. Nicolas Jarry returns, and Joao Fonseca further forward strikes forehand to the centre, but just hits the net. So 30-40 and break point for Nicolas Jarry. Joao Fonseca with a wide serve just hits the net. So second serve for Joao Fonseca on this point. Joao Fonseca with a centre of the box serve, and Nicolas Jarry backhand turn centre a bit on it, and forehand to forehand. And Nicolas Jarry's forehand just hits the net, so Joao Fonseca saves that break point. So point playing Joao Fonseca, backhand slice to the right, just out. So break point Nicolas Jarry. Joao Fonseca with a serve, wide serve. Maybe that, or maybe just out, but another serve also for Joao Fonseca on this point. Joao Fonseca with a serve to the centre, building Nicolas Jarry forehand return centre, and Joao Fonseca strikes forehand to the right, bit on it, and then Nicolas Jarry with backhand return just hits the net after a forehand struck with bit on it to the right from Joao Fonseca. So Joao Fonseca saves that break point. So Joao Fonseca of a central serve build. Nicolas Jarry backhand block return to the right, just out after a bit on the central serve from Joao Fonseca. So an ad point for Joao Fonseca. Joao Fonseca with a wide serve, just hits the net. So second serve for Joao Fonseca on this point. Joao Fonseca with a wide serve, and then Nicolas Jarry backhand turn. Joao Fonseca strikes a backhand to left bill, and Nicolas Jarry forehand return just hits the net. So Joao Fonseca holds that service game. So Nicolas Jarry serving with a break in the second set. Nicolas Jarry with a central serve build. Joao Fonseca backhand block return out after a bit on the central serve from Nicolas Jarry. So 15-love. So Nicolas Jarry with a serve to the centre build. Joao Fonseca's forehand return, but the serve maybe just out. So another serve also for Nicolas Jarry on this point. Nicolas Jarry with a central serve just hits net. And that's the second serve, so 15-all. So Nicolas Jarry with a serve to the centre of Bernard Joao Fonseca's backhand block return, but the serve maybe just out. Another serve also for Nicolas Jarry on this point. Nicolas Jarry with a serve to the centre of Bernard Joao Fonseca's backhand turn centre. Nicolas Jarry then strikes a forehand to the right with a bit on it, and it's a winner. So 30-15. So Nicolas Jarry with a wide serve penalty. Joao Fonseca's backhand block return just hits the net after a bit on the wide serve from Nicolas Jarry. So 40-15. Nicolas Jarry with a centre box block return from Joao Fonseca forehand, but then Nicolas Jarry by net strikes a forehand to the right, and it's a winner to hold that service game and maintain the break in the second set. So Joao Fonseca with a central serve just out. So second serve for Joao Fonseca on this point. Joao Fonseca with a centre box serve on it, and then forehand to forehand, and then Nicolas Jarry forehand to left with a bit on it, and Joao Fonseca forehand to right. Nicolas Jarry then strikes the forehand to left with a bit on it, and it's love 15. A bit on the forehand struck to left from Nicolas Jarry. Joao Fonseca with a central serve just out. So second serve for Joao Fonseca on this point. Joao Fonseca with a serve to centre bit on it. Nicolas Jarry with forehand return to the right, and Joao Fonseca with a forehand shot to the right, and Joao Fonseca rather of a forehand. Joao Fonseca with serve, Nicolas Jarry turn, Joao Fonseca forehand shots right, and Nicolas Jarry with forehand after out, so 15-all. Joao Fonseca with a central serve a bit on it, and it's an ace, so 30-15. Central serve, Joao Fonseca bit on it, and then Nicolas Jarry with a return just out, so 40-15 after a bit on the central serve from Joao Fonseca. Joao Fonseca with a serve, wide serve, just hits the net, so second serve, Joao Fonseca on this point. Joao Fonseca with a serve to centre bit on it, Nicolas Jarry backhand return, and Joao Fonseca strikes forehand to right bit, Nicolas Jarry forehand to left with a bit on it, just out, so Joao Fonseca holds that service game. But it's Nicolas Jarry maintaining the break in the second set. So Nicolas Jarry serving with a break in the second set. Nicolas Jarry serving with a break in the second set. Nicolas Jarry with a serve, wide serve, just hits the net. So second serve, Nicolas Jarry on this point. Nicolas Jarry with a serve, wide with a bit on it. And that may be an ace. 15 love, a bit on that wide serve from Nicolas Jarry. Yeah, it's an ace. Bit of slice on that with the wide serve and an ace with it, a bit on that wide serve. So 15 love. Nicolas Jarry with a central serve with a bit on it, just out. So second serve for Nicolas Jarry on this point. Nicolas Jarry with a Centre to wide serve a bit on it, and Joao Fonseca with a backhand return out after a bit on the wide, after a bit on that serve from Nicolas Jarry. So 30 love. So Nicolas Jarry with a serve to the centre just out. So second serve for Nicolas Jarry on this point. Nicolas Jarry with a serve just hits the net. That's a second serve. So 30-15. So Nicolas Jarry with a wide serve. Joao Fonseca's backhand return just hits net after a bit on the wide serve from Nicolas Jarry. So 40-15. Nicolas Jarry with a serve to the centre, a bit on it, and it's an ace to hold that service game and maintain the break in the second set for Nicolas Jarry. Joao Fonseca central serve and Nicolas Jarry turns to Joao Fonseca for one drop shot, and Nicolas Jarry with a lob shot of Joao Fonseca, and then Joao Fonseca with a backhand return after that just hits the net after a bit on the lob shot over Joao Fonseca from Nicolas Jarry with Joao Fonseca at the net in a bit of that point. So love 15. Joao Fonseca with a wide serve and an ace, so 15 all. Joao Fonseca with a wide serve behind him, and Nicolas Jarry with forehand, a bit of forehand to Joao Fonseca, 15 with a wide serve, bit on it. Nicolas Jarry, bit of backhand to ball, but bit on the wide serve from Joao Fonseca, so 40-15. Joao Fonseca with a central serve with a bit on it, just out, so second serve for Joao Fonseca on this point. Joao Fonseca with a centre of the box there, but Nicolas Jarry returns a bit on it. Joao Fonseca backhand to right, and then Nicolas Jarry with backhand to the right after that just hits net, so Joao Fonseca holds that service game. But it's Nicolas Jarry maintaining the break in the second set of this one. So Nicolas Jarry with a service game, this next service game, and serving with a break in the second set. Nicolas Jarry with a central serve just out. So second serve for Nicolas Jarry on this point. Nicolas Jarry with a central serve penalty. Joao Fonseca's backhand centre right penalty. Nicolas Jarry forehand to right. And Joao Fonseca backhand centre penalty. Nicolas Jarry forehand centre forehand. And the forehand from Joao Fonseca with a bit on it. And Nicolas Jarry returns shot after that out. So love 15. Nicolas Jarry rather, with a serve to centre, a bit on it, and an ace, so 50-0. So Nicolas Jarry with a wide serve bit on it, and Joao Fonseca's forehand return to the right out after a bit on the wide serve from Nicolas Jarry, so 30-15. Nicolas Jarry with a central serve with a bit on it, and it's an ace, so 40-15, and 2 set points to Nicolas Jarry for Nicolas Jarry to potentially have this match at 2 sets to love. So Nicolas Jarry with a serve, with a wide serve just out. So second serve for Nicolas Jarry on this point. Nicolas Jarry with a central serve, Joao Fonseca returns and Nicolas Jarry then strikes forehand to right. Joao Fonseca returns and Nicolas Jarry with net with a forehand volley to the right, just hits the net. So 40-30. So Nicolas Jarry with a wide serve penalty. Joao Fonseca returns to the centre. Nicolas Jarry then the forehand to the left after that, just out. So deuce. So still this Nicolas Jarry service game then. Nicolas Jarry with a serve to the centre, just out. So second serve for Nicolas Jarry on this point. Nicolas Jarry with a central serve, and then Joao Fonseca returns, and then Nicolas Jarry strikes a forehand to left with a bit on it, and it's a winner. So add and set point for Nicolas Jarry. So Nicolas Jarry with a wide serve and an ace. So game and second set, Nicolas Jarry 6-4, and Nicolas Jarry has this match at 2 sets to love then. So, start the third set of this one. Joao Fonseca serve. Joao Fonseca central serve. Nicolas Jarry backhand turn. Backhand to backhand. Nicolas Jarry then strikes one to right beyond it. And Joao Fonseca strikes a backhand to the right with a bit on it. And it's a winner. So 15-love. Joao Fonseca with a wide serve on it. Nicolas Jarry backhand turn centre bin. And Joao Fonseca then strikes one to right bin. Nicolas Jarry slice turn. Joao Fonseca shots left with on it. And Nicolas Jarry with backhand slice return just hits the net. So 30-love. Joao Fonseca with a centre box air on it and forehand to forehand, and then Joao Fonseca's forehand to the left is just out, so 30-15. Joao Fonseca with a wide serve with a bit on it, and then Nicolas Jarry's backhand return out after a bit on the wide serve from Joao Fonseca, so 40-15. Joao Fonseca with a wide serve on it, Nicolas Jarry forehand return with a bit on it, and then Joao Fonseca forehand to the right out. So 40-30 after a bit on the forehand return from Nicolas Jarry. And Joao Fonseca just won a point, so hold serve in the first game of the third set of this one. So Nicolas Jarry serving. This next game, Nicolas Jarry with a central serve in it. Joao Fonseca backhand block return. Nicolas Jarry for a forward shot, and Joao Fonseca then strikes a backhand to right bill, and Nicolas Jarry backhand left, and Joao Fonseca backhand slice left bill on it. Nicolas Jarry strikes one to the right with a bit on it, but just out after a backhand slice with a bit on it to the left from Joao Fonseca. So love 15. So Nicolas Jarry with a serve to the centre, just hits the net. So second serve for Nicolas Jarry on this point. Nicolas Jarry with a serve to the centre with a bit on it. And Joao Fonseca with a forehand block return just out. So 15-0 after a bit on the central serve from Nicolas Jarry. So Nicolas Jarry just won a point, so 30-15. So Nicolas Jarry with a wide serve just out. So second serve for Nicolas Jarry on this point. So Nicolas Jarry with a Central serve, Joao Fonseca forehand returns left beyond. Nicolas Jarry strikes forehand. And Joao Fonseca backhand turn. Nicolas Jarry then strikes forehand left beyond it. And Joao Fonseca backhand turns right. Then Nicolas Jarry backhand slice to the left. And then Joao Fonseca hits a forehand, hits top of the net. And just over and in for a winner. So 30 all. So 30 all. Nicolas Jarry with a wide serve on it. Joao Fonseca with a forehand return. Serve maybe just out. So second serve for Nicolas Jarry on this point. Nicolas Jarry with a central serve bit on it. And Joao Fonseca backhand return out after a bit on the central serve for Nicolas Jarry. So 40-30. Nicolas Jarry with a centre of the box serve. Maybe just out that, so another serve also for Nicolas Jarry on this point. Nicolas Jarry with a centre of the box serve with a bit on it, and Joao Fonseca with a forehand return out after a bit on the centre of the box serve from Nicolas Jarry. So on serve at the start of the third set. So Joao Fonseca just won a point, so 15-love. Joao Fonseca service game, 1-all on serve at the start of the third set. Joao Fonseca with a wide serve bit on it and a backhand block return from Nicolas Jarry just hits the net. So 30-love. Joao Fonseca with a wide serve. Nicolas Jarry forehand return bit on it to the centre, and Joao Fonseca backhand shot to the right just out after a forehand return with a bit on it struck to the centre from Nicolas Jarry. So 30-15. Joao Fonseca with a central serve, bit on it. Nicolas Jarry forehand return, backhand from Joao Fonseca, and backhand shot to Nicolas Jarry, bit on it. Joao Fonseca forehand to right. And then backhand to backhand. And then Nicolas Jarry strikes a backhand to left bit on it. Joao Fonseca backhand return. And then Nicolas Jarry strikes a backhand angled shot to the left with a bit on it. And it's a winner. So 30-all. This is potentially a game for Joao Fonseca to be holding this service game as Joao Fonseca, the central serve, just hits the net. So second serve for Joao Fonseca on this point. Joao Fonseca, centre box serve with a bit on it, and then Nicolas Jarry with a backhand return just out. So 40-30. So Joao Fonseca with a centre box serve, and then Nicolas Jarry returns bit on it, and Joao Fonseca backhand left, and Nicolas Jarry strikes one to the left with a bit on it. Joao Fonseca returns, and a backhand struck to the left from Nicolas Jarry with a bit on it, but just out. So on serve at the start of the third set of this one. So Nicolas Jarry serving, and it's 40-30. Nicolas Jarry with a serve. Centre of the box a bit on it. Joao Fonseca returns and further forward. Nicolas Jarry strikes a forehand to the right, just out. So deuce. So still Nicolas Jarry service game then. Nicolas Jarry with a serve. Centre of the box, Joao Fonseca returns, and Nicolas Jarry further forward strikes forehand to right, a bit on it and into the net, and Joao Fonseca with a backhand return, and Nicolas Jarry by net with a forehand volley to the left, but just hits the net. So break point for Joao Fonseca in the third set. Nicolas Jarry with a serve to the centre with a bit on it. Joao Fonseca with a forehand block return, just hits net after a bit on the central serve from Nicolas Jarry to save that break point. So deuce. So Nicolas Jarry with a wide serve on it. Joao Fonseca returns on it. Nicolas Jarry back on Joao Fonseca forward backhand slice and Benson, and Nicolas Jarry returns, but then Joao Fonseca at the net with a forehand volley to the right, and it's a winner. So break point Joao Fonseca. So Nicolas Jarry with a serve. Nicolas Jarry with a serve to the centre, just hits the net. So second serve for Nicolas Jarry on this point. Nicolas Jarry with a serve. Wide serve, just hits the net. So Joao Fonseca with the break in the third set. Joao Fonseca with a central serve and a bit on it. Nicolas Jarry with a bit of to the ball, but a bit on that central serve from Joao Fonseca. So 15-love. Joao Fonseca with a central serve, bit on it. Nicolas Jarry for a return. Joao Fonseca then strikes forehand to left, a bit on it, and then backhand to backhand. And then Nicolas Jarry further forward strikes a forehand to right, a bit on it. And then Joao Fonseca returns with a backhand shot to the right, and it's a winner. So 30-love. Well, Nicolas Jarry further forward struck a forehand to the right with a bit on it, but then Joao Fonseca returned the shot to the right and a winner with it. So 30-love. Joao Fonseca. Joao Fonseca with a wide serve, Nicolas Jarry with forehand return just out after a bit on the wide serve from Joao Fonseca. So 40-love. Joao Fonseca with a central serve, just hits the net. So second serve for Joao Fonseca on this point. Joao Fonseca with a
Centre to wide serve bit. Nicolas Jarry returns and Joao Fonseca strikes one bit on it. Nicolas Jarry returns the shot centre and Joao Fonseca strikes one step on it. And then Joao Fonseca with a forehand a bit after that, struck to the right with a bit on it, and it's a winner to hold serve and maintain the break in the third set. Nicolas Jarry with a serve, just hits net. So second serve for Nicolas Jarry on this point. Nicolas Jarry with a serve ability. Joao Fonseca returns and Nicolas Jarry further forward strikes one to right ability. And then Joao Fonseca forehand return, just hits net. So 15 love after a forehand struck to the right further forward with a bit on it from Nicolas Jarry. Nicolas Jarry with a serve just out. So second serve for Nicolas Jarry on this point. Nicolas Jarry with a centre to wide serve. Joao Fonseca with a backhand return just out after a bit on the serve from Nicolas Jarry. So 30 love. Nicolas Jarry with a serve to the centre ability. Joao Fonseca backhand block return just out after a bit on the central serve from Nicolas Jarry. So 40 love. Nicolas Jarry with a wide serve just out. So second serve for Nicolas Jarry on this point. Nicolas Jarry with a wide serve and Joao Fonseca backhand return struck just out after a bit on the serve from Nicolas Jarry. So Nicolas Jarry holds that service game. So Joao Fonseca serving the next game in this one with a break in this third set. Central serve from Joao Fonseca building it. Nicolas Jarry returns and backhand Joao Fonseca. Backhand slice Nicolas Jarry left building it. Then Joao Fonseca strikes forehand left building it. Nicolas Jarry returns forehand to right building it. Then Joao Fonseca strikes a forehand to the right after that. Just out. So 50. So love 15 rather. So Joao Fonseca wide serve bit on it. Nicolas Jarry with a forehand return to the right out after a bit on the wide serve from Joao Fonseca. So 30-15. Joao Fonseca with a centre box serve and then backhand return. Nicolas Jarry bit on it. Backhand slice to backhand slice and Joao Fonseca forehand slice. And Nicolas Jarry forehand backhand slice rather bit on it. And then Joao Fonseca return, Nicolas Jarry volley, and Joao Fonseca return, Nicolas Jarry then with an overhead smash and Joao Fonseca with a block return just out. So 30-all. So Joao Fonseca with a wide serve, a bit on it, and Nicolas Jarry with a forehand block return just out after a bit on the wide serve from Joao Fonseca. So 40-30. Joao Fonseca with a wide serve, a bit on it. Nicolas Jarry with a backhand block return to the centre, a bit on it. But then Joao Fonseca strikes forehand to right, a bit on it. And Nicolas Jarry backhand to the left out after a bit on the forehand, struck to the right from Joao Fonseca. So Joao Fonseca holds serve to maintain the break in the third set. So So Nicolas Jarry serving 30 love. Nicolas Jarry with a bit on the wide serve, and Joao Fonseca with a forehand return shot to the right, just out after a bit on the wide serve from Nicolas Jarry. So 40 love. Nicolas Jarry with a serve, wide serve on it, and Joao Fonseca a bit of backhand to ball, but a bit on the wide serve from Nicolas Jarry to hold that service game. So Joao Fonseca serving. Joao Fonseca with a centre box serve, and Nicolas Jarry strikes forehand return, a bit on it, but just out after a bit on the serve from Joao Fonseca. So 15 love. Maybe. Or maybe points still to be played, yeah. So Joao Fonseca with a wide serve, just out. So second serve for Joao Fonseca on this point. Still first serve on this service game, then. Joao Fonseca, the central serve on it. Nicolas Jarry backhand turn. Joao Fonseca strikes a forehand to right on it. And Joao Fonseca striking a forehand to right on it. Nicolas Jarry returns, and Joao Fonseca with a shot to left with a bit on it. Then Nicolas Jarry with a backhand return just hits the net. So 15 love. So point playing, and Joao Fonseca's just won a point. So 40 love and 3 set points for Joao Fonseca for the third set potentially. So 40 love. Joao Fonseca central serve bit on it. Nicolas Jarry forehand turn. Forehand Joao Fonseca bit on it. And Nicolas Jarry forehand to left just hits the net. Game and third set. Joao Fonseca 6-3. So 2 sets to 1. So Nicolas Jarry serving at the start of the fourth set. Nicolas Jarry with a wide serve, just out. So second serve for Nicolas Jarry on this point. And Nicolas Jarry with a central serve building. Joao Fonseca backhand turn. Nicolas Jarry with a backhand to left, struck with a bit on it, just out. So love 15. Nicolas Jarry. Nicolas Jarry with a serve to the centre, just out. So second serve, Nicolas Jarry on this point. Nicolas Jarry with a serve with a bit on it, then Joao Fonseca with a backhand return out. After a bit on the serve from Nicolas Jarry, so 15-all. So Nicolas Jarry with a serve to the centre, just hits the net. So second serve for Nicolas Jarry on this point. Nicolas Jarry with a serve wide and a bit on it, and Joao Fonseca returns a bit on it. Nicolas Jarry with a shot, and Joao Fonseca strikes a forehand to the left, just hits the net. So 30-15. Nicolas Jarry with a serve to the centre of the box bit. Joao Fonseca returns and further forward by net. Nicolas Jarry strikes a forehand to the centre a bit on it, and it's a winner. So 40-15. Nicolas Jarry with a serve to the centre bit on it. Joao Fonseca backhand turn to the right, and Nicolas Jarry strikes backhand to left a minute, and Joao Fonseca backhand turns to left and forehand to forehand. And then Nicolas Jarry backhand to centre a bit on it, and Joao Fonseca forehand to centre a bit, and Nicolas Jarry forehand to centre a bit on it. Joao Fonseca forehand to the right a bit on it. Backhand Nicolas Jarry to the left with a bit on it, and then Joao Fonseca a backhand slice return just hits the net. So Nicolas Jarry holds serve in the first game of the fourth set. So 30 love, Joao Fonseca service game. Joao Fonseca with central serve on it. Nicolas Jarry backhand return, but the serve maybe just out, maybe just in, maybe just out. Another serve also for Joao Fonseca on this point anyway. Joao Fonseca central serve on it. Nicolas Jarry backhand returns to left on it. Joao Fonseca forehand. Then Nicolas Jarry strikes a backhand to right bit on it. Then Joao Fonseca returns to a backhand a bit on it. And then Nicolas Jarry with a backhand return just hits the net. After a bit on the backhand struck from Joao Fonseca, so 40 love. Joao Fonseca with a serve, wide serve, a bit on it, and then Nicolas Jarry with a backhand return just sits in it after a bit on the wide serve from Joao Fonseca. So on serve at the start of the fourth set. So Nicolas Jarry serving. So 15 love with Nicolas Jarry serving. 1-0 on serve in the fourth set. Nicolas Jarry service game. Nicolas Jarry with a serve with a bit on it to the centre of the box serve, a bit on it from Nicolas Jarry, and Joao Fonseca's backhand return just hits the net. So 30 love. Nicolas Jarry with a central serve just out. So second serve for Nicolas Jarry on this point. Nicolas Jarry with a centre of the box serve, and Joao Fonseca strikes a forehand return bit on it, but just out. So 40 love. Nicolas Jarry with a central serve, and Joao Fonseca strikes a forehand return out. So on serve at the start of the fourth set. So Nicolas Jarry just won a point, so love 15. Joao Fonseca serving. Joao Fonseca with a wide serve just hits the net. So second serve for Joao Fonseca on this point. Joao Fonseca with a centre of the box serve just hits the net. That's a second serve, so love 30. Joao Fonseca with a wide serve, building. Nicolas Jarry return, but Joao Fonseca forehand centre, building. Nicolas Jarry strikes backhand serve, building. Joao Fonseca backhand to right. Then Nicolas Jarry strikes a backhand serve, building. Joao Fonseca backhand turn. Then Nicolas Jarry strikes backhand serve, building. Joao Fonseca backhand slice turn. Then Nicolas Jarry with a shot, and Joao Fonseca turns. Then Nicolas Jarry strikes forehand left a bit on it, and then backhand to backhand, and Nicolas Jarry strikes a backhand to the right with a bit on it, but just out. So 15-30. Joao Fonseca with a central serve just out. So second serve for Joao Fonseca on this point. Joao Fonseca with a centre of the box serve. Nicolas Jarry backhand turn. Joao Fonseca third forward strikes forehand left and then to the net. And then Nicolas Jarry beforehand return out. So 30 all. Joao Fonseca serving 40-30. Joao Fonseca with a central serve with a bit on it and a bit of forehand to ball from Nicolas Jarry, but a bit on the central serve from Joao Fonseca. So on serve in the fourth set. So Nicolas Jarry serving. On serve in the fourth set. Nicolas Jarry with a wide serve building. Joao Fonseca forehand return building. Nicolas Jarry forehand and Joao Fonseca strikes backhand left building. Nicolas Jarry returns shot centre. Joao Fonseca strikes forehand to the right a bit on it. And Nicolas Jarry returns and Joao Fonseca shot. Nicolas Jarry backhand slice to the left for building and then to the net. And then Joao Fonseca with a backhand passing shot to the right. And it's a winner. So love 15. Well, Nicolas Jarry with a backhand slice shot to the left with a bit on it and then to the net. But then a good backhand passing shot to the right from Joao Fonseca. So love 15. So Nicolas Jarry with a wide serve building it. Joao Fonseca with a backhand block return, but the serve maybe just out. So another serve also for Nicolas Jarry on this point. Nicolas Jarry with a serve, wide serve, bit on it. Joao Fonseca with a backhand return, struck with a bit on it, and then Nicolas Jarry and then with a backhand volley to centre from just by the net, but just out. So love 30. Nicolas Jarry with a wide serve, a bit on it, and it's an ace. So 15-30. Nicolas Jarry with a serve to the centre building. Joao Fonseca forehand block return. Nicolas Jarry by net beforehand, struck to the left, and it's a winner. So 30 all. So 30 all. Nicolas Jarry with a central serve with a bit on it, and it's an ace. So 40-30. So Nicolas Jarry with a serve to centre a bit on it, and it's an ace to hold serve. So still on serve in the fourth set. So Joao Fonseca serving. 30 love on the Joao Fonseca service game. On serve in the fourth set. Joao Fonseca with a serve to centre bit on it. Nicolas Jarry backhand turn. Joao Fonseca strikes a backhand to the right, just out. So 30-15. Joao Fonseca with a central serve bit on it, and Nicolas Jarry with a forehand return just hits net after building the central serve from Joao Fonseca. So 40-15. Joao Fonseca with a wide serve a bit on it, and forehand turn Nicolas Jarry. Joao Fonseca shot. Nicolas Jarry strikes forehand to right bit on it. Joao Fonseca backhand turn. Nicolas Jarry backhand bit on it to right, and Joao Fonseca backhand return. And Nicolas Jarry was backhand to the left, struck with a bit on it. And then Joao Fonseca with a forehand out after a backhand struck to the left from Nicolas Jarry with a bit on it. So 40-30. Joao Fonseca with a centre wide serve on it. Nicolas Jarry turns and Joao Fonseca strikes a forehand bit on it. Nicolas Jarry forehand and Joao Fonseca backhand bit on it. And forehand from Nicolas Jarry to the centre out. So Joao Fonseca holds that service game. So still on serve at 3-all in the fourth set. So Nicolas Jarry serving, 3-all on serve in the fourth set. So Nicolas Jarry with a serve. Nicolas Jarry with a central serve a bit on it, just out. So second serve for Nicolas Jarry on this point. Nicolas Jarry with a serve to the centre out. That's the second serve. So love 15. So Nicolas Jarry with a wide serve just hits the net. So second serve for Nicolas Jarry on this point. Nicolas Jarry with a serve to the centre of the box, building it. Joao Fonseca returns shots right, and Nicolas Jarry strikes a forehand to right, building it, and Joao Fonseca returns it, and Nicolas Jarry at the net with a backhand to the right, with a backhand volley to the right from just behind the net, just hits the net. So love 30. Love 30. Nicolas Jarry with a serve to the centre, and it's an ace. So 15-30. Nicolas Jarry serve with a serve wide serve, burn it. Joao Fonseca backhand return to net, and further forward, Nicolas Jarry strikes a forehand to the right, and it's a winner. So 30-all. Nicolas Jarry with a Nicolas Jarry central serve, on it. Joao Fonseca block return. Nicolas Jarry strikes forehand to right, on it, and Joao Fonseca returns, and by net, Nicolas Jarry forehand shot, and then a forehand passing shot to the right from Joao Fonseca, and it's a winner. So 30-40, and a break point for Joao Fonseca in the fourth set. Nicolas Jarry with a Nicolas Jarry with a wide serve, Joao Fonseca returns, and Nicolas Jarry then strikes a forehand to the left with a bit on it further forward, and it's a winner. So deuce. Break point saved for Nicolas Jarry. Nicolas Jarry with a centre box ability. Joao Fonseca returns a bit on it, and Nicolas Jarry forehand after that is out after a bit on the return from Joao Fonseca. So break point Joao Fonseca. Nicolas Jarry with a serve, wide serve, just out. So second serve, Nicolas Jarry on this point. Nicolas Jarry with a serve to the centre of the box and then block return from Joao Fonseca building it. Nicolas Jarry strikes one step in it and Joao Fonseca before return. And Nicolas Jarry strikes a forehand to the right with a bit on it and it's a winner. So deuce. So break point saved for Nicolas Jarry. With a central serve on it, Joao Fonseca block return bill on it. Nicolas Jarry strikes forehand to right, and Joao Fonseca backhand slice left bill on it. Nicolas Jarry strikes a forehand to right. Joao Fonseca returns a bill on it. And then backhand to the right from Nicolas Jarry just out. So break point Joao Fonseca. So Nicolas Jarry with a wide serve bill. Joao Fonseca blocked her. Nicolas Jarry in the net of a half volley, and Joao Fonseca to it and returns. But then Nicolas Jarry at the net with a backhand volley, and it's a winner. So deuce and break point saved for Nicolas Jarry. Nicolas Jarry with a wide serve just hits the net. So second serve for Nicolas Jarry on this point. Nicolas Jarry with a serve to centre, bill on it. Joao Fonseca backhand return, struck a bill on this right. Nicolas Jarry with a shot and backhand to backhand and backhand shot after that from Joao Fonseca just hits the net. So adds point for Nicolas Jarry. Nicolas Jarry with a central serve just out. So second serve for Nicolas Jarry on this point. Nicolas Jarry with a centre wide serve and then Joao Fonseca with a backhand return to the right just out. So Nicolas Jarry holds serve. So still on serve in the fourth set. So Joao Fonseca serving, 15 love. Joao Fonseca with a wide serve, building it. Nicolas Jarry returns just out after building the wide serve from Joao Fonseca, so 30 love. Joao Fonseca with a central serve, just hits the net, so second serve for Joao Fonseca on this point. Joao Fonseca with a central serve, building it. Nicolas Jarry strikes a backhand, turns left and building it, and Joao Fonseca, bit of backhand to ball, but a bit on the return, struck to left from Nicolas Jarry, so 30-15. Nicolas Jarry rather just won a point, so 30-all. 30-all in this Joao Fonseca service game. Baseline winners from shots in this match, 11 for Joao Fonseca, but 22 for Nicolas Jarry. Baseline winners from shots in this match. Joao Fonseca with a central serve with a bit on it, and Nicolas Jarry maybe a bit of backhand to ball, but a bit on the central serve from Joao Fonseca, so 40-30. And Joao Fonseca's just won a point with a forehand drop shot to the right and holds that service game. So 4-all on serve in the fourth set. So 4-all on serve in the fourth set. Nicolas Jarry serving. Nicolas Jarry with a wide serve with a bit on it. Maybe just out. So another serve also for Nicolas Jarry on this point. Nicolas Jarry with a central serve. Joao Fonseca backhand turn to right, a bit on it, and Benton it, and then Nicolas Jarry strikes a backhand passing shot to the right, just out. So love 15 after a shot with a bit on it from Joao Fonseca. Nicolas Jarry with a serve to the centre, just out. So second serve for Nicolas Jarry on this point. Nicolas Jarry with a centre of the box serve, build it, and forehand turn from Joao Fonseca. Nicolas Jarry shot build it, and Joao Fonseca forehand, and then backhand. Nicolas Jarry backhand slice, Joao Fonseca to the right. Then Nicolas Jarry shot a bit, Joao Fonseca backhand turn. Nicolas Jarry with a shot, and then Nicolas Jarry to net after a shot a bit on it. But Joao Fonseca with a backhand return, and then Nicolas Jarry at the net with a volley, but just hits the net. So love 30. Nicolas Jarry with a central serve a bit like Joao Fonseca with a backhand block return to the centre there. Nicolas Jarry fair forward strikes one left and build on it, and then to net. But then Joao Fonseca with a backhand passing shot to the right, and Nicolas Jarry with a bit of backhand to ball, but a good backhand passing shot from Joao Fonseca. So love 40 and 3 break points for Joao Fonseca at 4-all in the fourth set. Nicolas Jarry with a big serve to the centre, but may have just hit the top of the net a bit. Another serve to 2 also for Nicolas Jarry on this point. Nicolas Jarry with big serve and bit on the ball striking Joao Fonseca. A returner, player with potential. Nicolas Jarry serve, Joao Fonseca block returner. Nicolas Jarry with shot and then to the net. And then with a drop volley to the right after a Joao Fonseca return. And Joao Fonseca, a bit of forehand ball, but Nicolas Jarry with a bit on that forehand drop shot to the right from just by the net. So 15-40. Central serve from Nicolas Jarry and an ace. So 30-40. Nicolas Jarry with a centre box a bit. Joao Fonseca blocked her. Nicolas Jarry further forward. Strikes forehand to left with a bit on it. And Joao Fonseca a bit of backhand to ball. But a bit on the forehand struck to left further forward from Nicolas Jarry. And Nicolas Jarry saves the 3 break points. So juice. So still in this Nicolas Jarry service game then. Nicolas Jarry with a central serve with a bit on it, just out. So second serve for Nicolas Jarry on this point. Nicolas Jarry with a wide serve. Joao Fonseca backhand turn, backhand to backhand. And Nicolas Jarry's backhand struck to left with a bit on it, but just out. So juice. So still in this Nicolas Jarry service game then. At 4-all in the 4th set. Nicolas Jarry with a central serve, a bit on it, and an ace. So add point for Nicolas Jarry. Nicolas Jarry with a serve to centre and an ace to hold that service game. So still on serve in the 4th set. So Joao Fonseca serving, 15-all. Joao Fonseca service game. Joao Fonseca of central serve, just hits net. So second serve for Joao Fonseca on this point. Joao Fonseca, the centre box serve, Nicolas Jarry, the forehand return. Out. So 30-15 after a bit on the centre of the box serve from Joao Fonseca. Joao Fonseca with a wide serve on it. Nicolas Jarry strikes backhand turn bit on it and forehand. Nicolas Jarry further forward, forehand bit on it. Joao Fonseca returns forehand to left bit on it. Nicolas Jarry shot, but then Joao Fonseca strikes a forehand to the right with a bit on it, and then Nicolas Jarry with a forehand slice return just hits the net. So 40-15. So Joao Fonseca with a wide serve just out. So second serve for Joao Fonseca on this point. Joao Fonseca, the centre boxer, built Nicolas Jarry, forehand return, and Joao Fonseca further forward strikes a forehand to the right with a bit on it, and it's a winner. So 5-all on serve in the fourth set. So Nicolas Jarry service game, 4-all on serve in the fourth set. Nicolas Jarry with a central serve bit like Joao Fonseca. Bit of backhand to ball, but the serve maybe just out. So another serve also for Nicolas Jarry on this point. Nicolas Jarry with a serve of a wide serve, but just out. That's a second serve and just out. So love 15. Nicolas Jarry with a wide serve built on it, and Joao Fonseca with backhand return just hits net after a bit on the wide serve from Nicolas Jarry. So 15-all. Nicolas Jarry with a centre to wide serve a bit on it, and Joao Fonseca with a forehand return to the right out after a bit on the serve from Nicolas Jarry. So 30-15. So Nicolas Jarry with a wide serve with a bit on it, and it's an ace. So 40-15. So Nicolas Jarry with a central serve, and it's an ace to hold that service game. So still on serve in the fourth set. So, Joao Fonseca service game. Joao Fonseca central serve. Nicolas Jarry returns. We're a bit on it, and then Joao Fonseca strikes forehand to the right. Just out after a bit on the return to the centre from Nicolas Jarry. So, love 15. Joao Fonseca with a wide serve. Nicolas Jarry turns centre bit on it, and Joao Fonseca strikes forehand to left with a bit on it. And then Nicolas Jarry with forehand return just hits net. After a bit on the forehand, struck to the left from Joao Fonseca. So 15 all. Joao Fonseca with a wide serve, bit on it. Nicolas Jarry maybe bit of forehand to ball, but a bit on the wide serve from Joao Fonseca. So 30-15. Joao Fonseca with a serve to the centre, and it's an ace. So 40-15. Joao Fonseca with a wide serve, Nicolas Jarry forehand return, out. So 4th set tie break. Nicolas Jarry with a serve to the centre with a bit on it and an ace. So 1-0 Nicolas Jarry in the tie break. Joao Fonseca serving the next 2 points. Joao Fonseca wide serve, a bit on it. Nicolas Jarry's backhand return out after a bit on the serve from wide serve from Joao Fonseca. So 1-1 in the tie break in the 4th set. Joao Fonseca with a central serve behind Nicolas Jarry, backhand block return, and Joao Fonseca by net with a forehand drop shot to the right, and it's a winner. So 2-1 Joao Fonseca in the tie break. Nicolas Jarry serving the next 2 points. Nicolas Jarry with a serve, with a wide serve, and it's an ace. So 2-2 in the tie break. Nicolas Jarry with a central serve behind Joao Fonseca backhand turn centre bit. Nicolas Jarry forehand to left, and Joao Fonseca backhand struck to left with a bit on it. And Nicolas Jarry with a forehand, and Joao Fonseca returns. Nicolas Jarry strikes forehand to left bit, and Joao Fonseca backhand to left, and Nicolas Jarry with a forehand to the right, just hits the net. So 3-2 Joao Fonseca in the tiebreak, and Joao Fonseca serving the next 2 points. 3-2 Joao Fonseca in the tiebreak.
Joao Fonseca with a wide serve, bit on it, just out. So second serve for Joao Fonseca on this point. Joao Fonseca with a centre of the box serve, bit on it. Nicolas Jarry returns a bit on it, but just out. So 4-2, Joao Fonseca in the tie break. Joao Fonseca with a serve, with wide serve, just hits net. So second serve for Joao Fonseca on this point. Joao Fonseca central serve, bit on it. Backhand return, Nicolas Jarry. Joao Fonseca shot, and Nicolas Jarry shot. Joao Fonseca backhand centre, bit on it. Nicolas Jarry strikes one to the right. Joao Fonseca sends Nicolas Jarry shot, and Joao Fonseca strikes backhand to left, bit on it. And backhand to backhand. And then Nicolas Jarry strikes a backhand to right, bit on it. Joao Fonseca backhand turn and further forward. Nicolas Jarry strikes one to right, bit on it. And then to the net. And Joao Fonseca backhand return to the left, just hits the net. After Nicolas Jarry struck a forehand to the right. After Nicolas Jarry further forward struck a forehand to the right with a bit on it. So 4-3 Joao Fonseca in the tie break, but Nicolas Jarry serving the next 2 points. Nicolas Jarry with a serve to the centre bit. Joao Fonseca forehand block return. Nicolas Jarry strikes forehand to left a bit, and Joao Fonseca with a return. Nicolas Jarry then strikes a forehand to left a bit, and Joao Fonseca returns, but it just hits the net after Nicolas Jarry struck a forehand to the left with a bit on it. So 4-all in the tie break. Nicolas Jarry with a central serve just out. So second serve for Nicolas Jarry on this point. Nicolas Jarry with a central serve, and Joao Fonseca returns. Maybe a let serve, maybe another serve or so for Nicolas Jarry on this point. Nicolas Jarry with a serve, wide serve with a bit on that, and 5-4 Nicolas Jarry in the tie break. Bit on that wide serve from Nicolas Jarry. Joao Fonseca with a centre of the box there, bit. Nicolas Jarry sends Joao Fonseca backhand left, and Nicolas Jarry strikes a backhand try bit. Joao Fonseca backhand left, Nicolas Jarry backhand right, and Joao Fonseca strikes backhand try bit. On Nicolas Jarry forehand turn, Joao Fonseca shots right bit on it. Nicolas Jarry with a forehand, and Joao Fonseca with a backhand, but just hits the net. So 6-4 Nicolas Jarry in the tie break, and 2 match points for Nicolas Jarry. So 2 match points. Nicolas Jarry, Joao Fonseca serving this point. Joao Fonseca central serve just out. So second serve for Joao Fonseca on this point. Joao Fonseca central serve beyond. Nicolas Jarry backhand turn. Joao Fonseca strikes one to right beyond. Nicolas Jarry forehand to right. And Joao Fonseca backhand slice to left. But it just hits the net. Game, set and match. Nicolas Jarry by 3-1, and Nicolas Jarry wins in 4 sets by 3-1, 6-3, 6-4, 3-6,
7-6. Joao Fonseca, a returner serve player with potential, but the qualifier with a big serve and bit of ball striking, Nicolas Jarry wins this one in four sets, and the qualifier wins this one by 3-1, 6-3, 6-4, 3-6, 7-6.